And so it starts. And so it starts. Cristiano. Again, quite shocking. I think, like, I still didn't really believe that this guy actually moved to Juventus until I actually saw him at a Juve jersey. I mean, this is a dude who has literally taken fans of Real Madrid over to Juventus. Now, were they even fans of Real Madrid to begin with? No, they were fans of Cristiano. But yeah, man, look, this is it is super intriguing to try and break this down. I.e., why did he move? How were Juventus able to get him? Why did he choose Juventus specifically? And what can he achieve? What can he achieve? Because the original Cristiano, he's a guy that, he likes to etch his name in history. He likes to break records. And I think, obviously, 100% from the record that he's going for. I think, obviously, there are two main records I think he's going to iron. The one is, obviously, Champions League. Well, it's okay, three. I think one is, obviously, the Serie, which I think will be the easiest record to break. So, winning a league title in England, in Spain, and now in Italy. The other one is, obviously, Champions League. To win the Champions League crown with 3 different teams, that would be huge and not unprecedented, because Seedorf obviously did it with Ajax, Real Madrid, and AC Milan. But again, he would be in a very small club of people who won the Champions League with 3 different teams. But I think even beyond that, it's that goal scoring record. Serie is still the most difficult league to get G's in. Very few people break the 30G barrier. So, I mean, in that sense, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the kid. So, those are the 3 records that he's definitely going to be going for. But it starts off here, away to Chievo. Obviously, Chievo, Verona, that whole beef that they have. And I think that, with the thing that I'm looking for to the most in this specifically, because obviously for Chievo, it's going to be hard for them to play against Juventus, knowing how strong Juventus are. But, and I think this was even similar to the first game. I don't know, was 1 or 2 seasons ago when they played against Torino, and Torino almost won. I think they had like a penalty that they missed. Always in our first game, and look, everybody will always be calling us to defeat Juventus, and even if they've won it 6, 7 times in a row, there is still a difficulty, because Juve know that, and Allegri knows that every team we face wants to beat the hell out of us. So I think for Chievo, they'll be up for this one. I think Chievo will definitely like it that this is it's the opening game of the season, and it's at their crib. I think they really like it, and they really would prefer that it was actually at their crib. So just looking at the setup right now, I mean, it's going to be intriguing to see how they play, because my thing is Dybala and Cristiano. I think obviously, as you've been seeing them in training, is what is that combination going to be like? Is it going to be a case of where Dybala is a small forward supporting striker and Cristiano is a striker? Is it a case of where Dybala is much more of a number 10? Or are you going to have a case where Cristiano is out wide left, thing is out wide right, and you have like another striker occupying that spot over there? But you've still got the whole thing of Douglas Costa, because I told the guys, Douglas Costa, in my view, has to be one of the best wingers in the world, and I think what he can bring will be huge. But beyond that, because it's not all about Cristiano, you've got Bonucci. What the fuck? We've got Bonucci back as well, and I think that is huge. That is huge. I mean, again, I didn't think he was going to make a U-turn back to Juventus where everything happened for us. I think, what I'll be looking for is, has Bonucci declined? Because the year is a long term, and was that year away at AC Milan, which was unsuccessful, which saw his stock decrease? Would that year away harm him? And how well, and does that understanding that he had with Chiellini and Barzagli, is that understanding still there? Do they still? Because again, that was what was the foundation of what made Juventus so unbeatable and so hard to break them, was the understanding that he had with Chiellini and so forth. But obviously you've got Chan coming in, and also the introduction of Pjanic. So I think in this, for Juventus, look, man, they've lost Higuain. I think about Juventus is that in previous years, most of them, they've lost guys. And they've had it quite hard to replace it because, Juventus are still much stronger. They're still much more of a stronger squad than everyone else at the Serie. But these guys, they lost Pirlo. They lost Vidal. They lost a superbly exciting Paul Pogba. And they still managed to survive. Although Higuain, I don't think Higuain was that. See, if they had lost Higuain and not replaced him, but that's pretty big. But losing Higuain and getting this goal machine of Cristiano, that's interesting. But the question remains, especially in this game as well. I think for Chievo, they will know that, okay, we're playing against this goal phenomenon. This guy who is obsessed with getting those Gs. And I think Chievo will try and be very mindful of Cristiano. And I think for Cristiano, it's going to be a case of, you see, the Serie is still the most difficult league to score Gs in. But let's be real. It's 2018 and not 1998. 1998, you're not sniffing 30 Gs. 1998, you're not, in your first season, you're not sniffing 30 Gs. In 2018, Cristiano can definitely hit 30 Gs. So I think that, what I think, obviously, we'll see the game and assess it, but what I think will be the biggest difference of Cristiano having with this compared to Real Madrid is the way in which they play. And let me be real with you. Under United, counter-attacking team, fast breakaways. Real Madrid, especially when Zidane kicked him in, their main thing were their breakaways. Yes, they played a higher brand of passing for ball, obviously with much more highly skilled players in Modric and Toni Kroos, but it was still boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. Quick, fast play. Juventus, an Italian football, and Allegri himself, they're not about fast breakaways, and that's not where they're predicated on. The football is far more tactical, far more rigid, and far more balanced in how they try and break teams down. So I think, but at the same time, that's why Cristiano will definitely have to adjust. So I think that this setup for him is going to be more similar to the Portugal setup as well. So I think for him, it's going to be about, he's going to really rely much more on his movement, especially with which is what he is used to at Portugal. And remember, you don't have Modric and Kroos and Marcelo spraying you balls or Orisco, You've got your boy Chan, you've got your boy Pjanic, who are not on that same level of Modric and Toni Kroos. But I think that, for Dybala as well, I think Dybala, he's a player who I think was really frustrated for Argentina, because I think that he has been insulted and abused and badly mistreated by Argentina, because that should pretty much be his team. I think even more so now, it should be his team. Especially with Messi saying, you know what, I want no part of this Argentine team. Dybala should be given the number 10 jersey and be like, you know what, we are now going to build the team around you. So I think for Dybala right now, you see, Cristiano may be the superstar, but I believe that this is Dybala's team. This is Dybala's team. And I think that Allegri knows that. And I think he knows that, Dybala is our brains. He's our brains. He's our ideas. He's our creativity. He's the guy that we look to try and make things work. And I think for Dybala, it's a learning experience, because 2017, I was like, yo, man, you flopped. That's just being real. You flopped because it was a big game, huge game, big stage, and he got swallowed in and he was not able to really make an impact. But you will learn, and he will learn. And I think that, for Dybala, I think he will know that, look, man, I want this to be a big season for myself as well. And I really want to put myself on the map, because I'm sure Dybala says, you know what, I want Double H to put me in tier 1. 100%. Dybala said, you know what, my main aim for this season is for Double H to have to put me up in tier 1. So I think particularly with this game, look, the main thing for me is, there's so many dimensions. Okay, let's just break it down. How does Cristiano fit into this team? and how much adjustments of his game does he have? Because he will have to adjust, because Juventus do not play like Real Madrid. How will he adjust, and how well will he fit into the system? What role is Dybala going to be given, and how is he going to combine with Douglas Costa as well? How is the midfield going to be able to operate and work? And for Bonucci, have we seen was Bonucci's peak 2017? Was his peak 2017, and will we never see that superb ball playing defender that we saw before he departed for AC Milan? And how well will he go back to fitting into the Juventus framework? So those are all of the kind of different dimensions there. So as a score line, 2-0. I think Juventus are going to take this one 2-0. I mean, he might score. I think Cristiano just might get the G. I think he might just get the G. Speaking of which, is he on penalties, or is that to do Dybala? Who's on penalties? Probably be him. But yeah, man, look, man, it begins here. You know, the new adventure for Juventus, and we know what's about. Can they win that flipping Champions League? Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.